Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. Crows are clever, and they're so worthy of our respect. Let me tell you why. The common crow is anything but ordinary. Take a few moments to watch these dark-winged beauties, and you'll be amazed. There are approximately 45 species of crows, known worldwide by a variety of names, including ravens, jackdaws, rooks, and crows. They all belong to the genus called Corvus. Their plumage is mostly glossy black, but some have streaks of white. These fascinating birds are loud, daring, gregarious, and clever, and they're tool makers. They nest way up in the treetops. Nests are built close to the trunk, providing an excellent vista of the surrounding landscape. Mating crows will often remain together for years, and some until parted by death. Most of the offspring will leave the nest after a couple months, never to return. Some, on the other hand, remain, assisting in cooperative breeding. I've seen this behavior in our national parks, and my colleagues have recorded it elsewhere in America and in New Caledonia, a French territory of dozens of islands in the South Pacific. There's almost 10,000 known species of birds on Earth. Most tend to rely on shyness and their coloration for camouflage as survival mechanisms. Not true for any of the Corvus clan. At times, they seem absolutely fearless, particularly when chasing eagles. On other occasions, they'll pick up and drop stones, pine cones, or sticks on predators or people they come in contact with. The common crow will usually live for approximately 7 years, although some have lived as long as 14 years in the wild. If crows don't rely on camouflage or stealth to make a living, how have they successfully come to inhabit our globe? In the late 1990s, New Zealand researchers working in a forest on New Caledonia discovered crows making tools. The birds whittled the sticks to make hooks and insert the tools into tree bark or cavities to spear insects. Tool makers like chimpanzees, orangutans, elephants, dolphins, alligators, crocodiles, some ant species, some woodpecker finches from the Galapagos, and humans are social animals and insects. Crows are intelligent animals that are able to solve problems. For instance, as Aesop related in one of his fables, a very thirsty crow was perched on top of a water jug, but the water level was too low for its beak to reach. So the crow began dropping pebbles into the jug, forcing the water level to rise until it could drink the water. At Oxford University, a New Caledonia female crow clearly demonstrated a basic understanding of physics. In order to obtain her favorite food, a pig's heart, she had to pick from several tools of different diameters to successfully poke a stick through a small hole in a plug. Betty, the crow, always selected the thinnest stick in every trial. In the other experiments, having never seen wire bent, Betty quickly made a hook, placed it down a tube, and retrieved the food. The speed at which Betty performed the task was remarkable. No other animal, including a chimpanzee, displayed problem solving like this. Crows are extraordinary tool makers, and according to one of my colleagues, crows remember and recognize individual faces. If a person does something dangerous or attempts to harm a crow, they will remember that person's face for the rest of their lives. Crows are emotional animals. They react to hunger and invasion by vigorously vocalizing their feelings. They display happiness, anger, and sadness. Crows are considered songbirds and possess a deep repertoire of melodies. And, like humans, the more melodious the song, the more soothing the effects. Crows rely on their memories to stash food in many caches. They move their food sometimes 2 or 3 times and remember exactly where they placed it. For their size, crows have the largest brains of all birds except some parrots. Their brain-to-body ratio is equivalent to chimpanzees and, amazingly, not far off that of humans. As temperatures on Earth continue to rise due to burning fossil fuels, few organisms will benefit except for the deadly mosquito. Crows and humans share at least one other similarity. We're both highly susceptible to the mosquitoes carrying the potential fatal West Nile virus spreading across North America. Earthcast SOS could use a helping hand. Come on to drreese.com, D-R-Reese, R-E-E-S-E.com, and make it happen by clicking on the donate button, or pick yourself up any number of very cool books on bees, trees, and seas. Just do it. drreese.com. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.